But our presentation today is about achieving enhanced business value through differentiated positioning. We speak from our own experience, but we also speak from the experience of working with a wide range of different businesses. And again, this is not related to retail, this is across a wide spectrum of different business types. So our clients are wide and diverse. We work with many of New Zealand's largest corporations and New Zealand's largest private companies, government departments and city councils. Departments are a client of ours, as are most of the cultural destinations here in New Zealand. So again, quite a spectrum of different businesses that we are working with and talking to. We ourselves have sold businesses in the past. We've developed chains of retail stores. We've developed an equipment hire business where we were very lucky to sell the IP for that to a very large corporation. And through that process, one of the buyers said to me, you know, Chris, businesses are purchased for what they will achieve in the future, not what they've done in the past. And seeing those guys sitting in our office, they made an appointment to come down. I thought, hey, these guys are going to buy the whole business. This is fantastic. They sat with us and they said, what runs this business? We pulled out our manuals and they said, that's what we want. We sold those manuals for more than all of the business put together, all of the fixed assets and all the other, the big tangible items. So we realised there's money in knowledge, money in experience, and it's really interesting to see a lot of what we're going to talk about today flows on from what Corin's talked about and many of the other team members have talked about today. So our goal in the next 30 minutes is to talk about putting your business on a successful course towards future value, and it's about differentiating yourself. All of the business successes that we see in our work around New Zealand, Australia and the UK is about differentiation. The businesses that are achieving success are very differentiated. They stand apart from their competitors, and that's what gives them value. There are three components that we see as success in businesses. And we work with a lot of businesses directly. We also work through banks and large property organisations with businesses that are maybe tenants or clients of those organisations in helping with restructuring or taking these businesses to the next stage or developing those businesses so they can become really good, profitable partners for those organisations. The three components that we see, and probably not in order here. Number one is culture. That warmth, that from top down good culture that's responsibility, drive and determination to succeed, but also that ability to get alongside people, alongside your workers, alongside your suppliers and customers. Secondly, it's about strategy. A business without strategy is going to go nowhere. You have to have a very, very strong, robust strategy. It's about planning, it's about systems, it's about timetabling and accountability. So many businesses don't have strategy. Vital you do. It's likely going to be a business plan. It's also likely to be a marketing plan. And more likely these days is also a digital strategy. Okay? All those three things working together to drive success in business. And then finally, it's about execution. So about excellence in implementation and endurance. Making sure that you've got the skills, the resources, the people to make it work. I'm going to talk about three key parts today and about differentiating your business. So staying ahead of the competition, making customers your best advocates and creating a defensible position. Starting off with staying ahead of the competition. So leading trends and shaping the marketplace through strategic implementation and execution. What do you want to be? Recognition as a leader in your sector, so confidently standing apart and ahead from your competitors. That's what differentiates your business over others. And the elements that we see that are success factors in terms of that. Number one, it's about establishing priorities. Where are your efforts best placed? There is a lot of stuff going on in your business. You've got to be able to prioritise. Work out where your best bang for buck's going to be. Secondly, it's about creating an agile organisation. You've got to have a business that can pivot very, very quickly according to risk or opportunity. So make sure that your business is able to move rapidly when those types of opportunities or challenges come ahead. Understanding where your sweet spot is. So again, what in your business and your offer can achieve that necessary edge to stand apart. Making every move the right one is important too. Too often we hear this talk about trying lots and failing fast. Well, yeah, that's okay in a government city like Wellington, but when it's your own money, you need to make sure that you hit the ground running and make every move the right one. So key strategies in terms of staying ahead of the competition. Awareness. Too often we see businesses don't understand their marketplace, or their interpretation of their marketplace goes back too far. Businesses that talk about their customers 10 years ago. Very important that you have a very current and up-to-date perception on your marketplace. The agility and adaptability is absolutely vital as well. So you can be responsive to opportunity. Innovation and leadership, another thing. Again, we've talked a lot about IP. Having something that will differentiate yourself and give you real value in the marketplace and perception of the buyer's minds. And risk mitigation. So proactively avoiding issues, that's a key aspect. Making customers your best advocates. We're lucky around 95% of our business comes through referral from work we've done for boards or for organisations. Vital that you make sure that you leverage that strength of your customer's endorsement or your client's endorsement, creating a tribal following and advocacy that does the selling and the value creation for you. The successful businesses we see work their customers really well. Their customers are the ones that do the selling. And it's becoming even easier now to do that through the likes of social media, whether it be LinkedIn or if you're in the consumer sector through Facebook and those other types of channels. But use those channels wisely. There are so many opportunities. So, where do you want to be? Developing and maintaining a reputation customers talk positively about and advocate for. Now, these principles apply whether you are in the trade sector, whether you are in the professional sector, whether you're in the retail sector, supply, whatever. The same principles will apply in different ways. So how do you do that? How do you make customers your best advocates? Firstly, it's about knowing and understanding your customers. And again, I'm going to come back to the fact that too many businesses do not know about their customers. They don't have a current appreciation of what those customers' needs and expectations are. So it's very, very important that you constantly connect with your customers, with your marketplace. Take every opportunity to get amongst and understand your market. Strengthen those relationships and build goodwill. As a leader of business, that is your role. You need to be the maitre d'. You don't necessarily need to be the chef. Another important part is aspiration. Making people want you more than you want them. Okay? Another key success factor for businesses that are doing really well at the moment, they are aspirational. People really want to either do business with them or associate with them. So that's about creating a brand and an experience that people identify with or they want to identify with. They want to be a part of that. And then that real differentiation, so setting your business apart, whether it be product, whether it be service or customer experience, it shouldn't be about price. There are ways that you can set your business apart that will really differentiate it from your competitors. How do you do that? What are the key strategies? Number one, it's depth of connection, okay? This is about taking your customer experience to a new level. Again, understanding your marketplace, getting out, talking to your customers, very much making them the centre of the way that you change your business, showing them, demonstrating that you're changing your business according to what their needs and expectations are. It's about creating those stronger and more enduring relationships. Continual communication. I can't emphasise that enough. You must be out amongst your marketplace at every opportunity. The successful businesses that we see, their CEOs, their managing directors, their managers are out amongst their market, out amongst their community. They are very, very prominent. Always give customers that opportunity to feedback at the highest level and across the board. Create empowerment amongst your team so they can make the decisions to win and keep business. Become the wanted, so that again, positioning yourself uniquely and aspirationally, so again, people are really wanting to do business with you because your business represents the values that they like. Encourage goodwill. You know, in New Zealand, we're not very good at asking for endorsements or support or for referrals, but it's actually okay. So it's very important to encourage goodwill, make it easy for customers to share their positive experiences. We're really, certainly within our retail sector, we are very much encouraging that now with our large customers, because it's customer referral and customer advocacy is so much more important than any advertising that you can put out there. And the third aspect is creating a defensible position, becoming bulletproof. Okay, because probably what keeps so many businesses up at night is the threat of their competitors, the challenge of what their competitors are going to do next. So you want to be in a situation where you are essentially bulletproof, and it is possible. So that's about leveraging differentiation to clearly position your business apart from the competitors. How do you do that? Creating values and a culture that customers identify with and want to be a part of. Again, similar things we talked about before with aspiration. So what do you do here? It's about edge and uniqueness, okay? Offering something that others can't. And I know many of you will say, oh, how's that possible? We're dealing in a commodity market. We're selling products that everyone else is selling. It's about customer experience, okay? It's about the way people are treated. It could be about the way your business is positioned. It could be the relationships that it has with the community, the good things that it's doing out there. All of these things help position your business apart and create that vital differentiation. And this is what I'm talking about, with a culture that's evident and visible. So values that people identify with, whether that's environmental values, whether that's caring for people, whether that's your supply chain that you can prove. All of these aspects are really important for not only today's consumers, but tomorrow's consumers as well. We've been doing a lot of work with some of the biggest businesses in New Zealand around Generation Z and millennials. And their expectations from the companies that they're into doing business with and want to do business with in the future are very different than the baby boomers and the other generations that we have amongst us. So values are an increasingly important part of businesses' success and future. Comes as no surprise that a universally engaged workforce, so everyone thinking and working in unison, is really important as well. We constantly advocate for businesses to make sure that they have a customer charter, something that everyone in that organisation can reference back to, that helps dictate the way that they will deal with customers, that they will deal with challenges or opportunities. So universally engaged workforce, everyone talking from the same hymn sheet, vital. And again, I'm going to round out back out to that do social good. Okay, be seen in your marketplace to be doing the right thing by the customers, but the people that are supporting you. It's becoming a very, very important part, and it should be part of everyone's DNA, every business here's DNA. The strategies that you need to do to get there. Uniqueness in all you do. okay? How can you stand out confidently from your competitors? And again, I'm coming back to the fact that there is edge possible in everything that you do. Whether you're a medical practitioner, whether you're a large corporate, you can create an edge that separates your business and your service from any others. Visibly define and live your values. So make sure you're talking about those good things that you're doing in your community, the good things that you're doing in your supply chain. Again, if we look at the successes in business right now, it's those businesses that are actually amplifying the good stuff and doing the right thing. So it's about committing entirely to that culture. A team evolution, it's likely that not everyone on your team will be part of this future journey. So you do need to work out who's on the bus and who's not going to be on the bus. You might need to make some cathartic decisions, but at the end of the day, if you want to sell your business and you want to add value, you're going to need to make those. So find and build supporters. They might be on your team now, or they might be future team members. And adopt or create a cause. So demonstrate that roundedness in your organisation. I'm hoping that most of you guys are doing some good stuff out there. You've got some alliances with whether they be charities or some of the stuff that's happening in the community. But nothing makes you feel better than being able to align with something that's a little bit different and not business. Okay, so summarising. 4 aspects. Number 1 is engage. So connect with and understand your marketplace. Absolutely vital that you know your customers and you also know those people that could be doing business with you but are not yet, okay? Because that's equally as important. Understanding those opportunities out there and how you're going to leverage them. So very important, engage with your marketplace and take every opportunity to do it. As leaders within your business, that needs to be your core focus. Edge. Work out what's going to set your business apart from your competitors, because that is going to make your business in demand. That's going to be the reason that your business sells for a premium, not the fact that it's just doing the same thing that everyone else is doing. And again, don't forget that people are buying businesses for what they'll do in the future, not what they've done in the past. Culture. Take everyone on the journey with you, okay? So make sure that you're loud and proud about what you stand for. Make sure that you are very clear with your customers, with your team members, what you're expecting and what you're going to deliver. And then finally, communication. So telling your story authoritatively and compellingly. Making sure that people understand the DNA of your business, what your proposition is, making sure that you're in front of your customers at every opportunity you can be. It's very easy to dominate a marketplace through presence and alliances and all those types of things. So again, these are the key things that we're seeing from the businesses that we're working with. And we work with organisations across a wide spectrum, from the government through to private enterprise. What we love about our business is that we're able to see some of the good stuff that's happening, be able to distill that, and be able to share it in events like this. So that's our presentation.